Hello friends, let's have some fun learning about kingdoms, kings and early republic. In this session you will learn about important Mahajanpadas, Magda and Vaji. Changes in agriculture. Two major changes took place during this time in the field of agriculture. The first was the increasing use of iron plowshare to turn heavy and clayey soil so that the more and more crops can be produced. And second one was transplanting paddy, where instead of scattering the seeds, sapling were grown and then planted in the field. This process required a lot of hard work, so the slave men and women known as Dasa and Dasi and bonded laborers or Kamkaras were employed to work in the field. Magda. Magda corresponds to present-day Bihar. The most important ruler of Magda was Bimbisara and Ajatashatru belonged to Haryanka dynasty and Mahapadma Nanda of Nanda dynasty. Rajgira was the capital of Magda for many years and later the capital was moved to Patliputra. Bimbisara was very ambitious and efficient ruler. He ruled for 52 years from about 544 BCE to 492 BCE. From the beginning, Bimbisara followed a policy of expansion. He conquered Anga with its important port, Chamba. He also expanded his kingdom by entering into marriage alliances with important ruling families, such as the princes of Kosala, Vishali, Madras, etc. He also maintained friendly relations with his neighbors. Bimbisara governed his kingdom well. He built his capital at Rajgira near Patna. He took a lot of interest in the administration of his kingdom. He often chose his minister who became his close advisors and helped in running the affairs of the kingdom. Bimbisara traveled far and wide in his kingdom to keep himself informed. He built good roads to encourage trade in the area that he conquered. He often sent representatives to look after the disturbance that occurred periodically. Now, let's talk about Magda. Besides having strong, efficient ruler, Magda had some natural and geographical advantages that helped it rise to power. The rivers Ganga, Son, Gandak, which flowed through the region, made it fertile and which made the Magda powerful Mahajanpadas. Magda was important for transport and trade, and its fertile region made agriculture prosper. Part of Magda were forested, and elephants from there were trained to fight for the army. Forests also provide wood, and the iron mines in the region provided the metal to make strong weapons and tools. The next important Mahajanpadas was Vaji. Vaji was a republican Mahajanpada in modern Bihar. The territory of Vaji Mahajanpadas extended from the north of the river Ganga and extended up to the Tirid region of Nepal. It was separated on the west by the river Gandak and on the east its territories extended up to the bank of the river Kosi and Mahananda. Vaishali was the capital of Vaji and other important towns including Kundargrama, Bokagara and Hastigama. Women and say were not allowed to be the part of these assembly. The assembly there were the hundred of members in the Sangha and each was known as Raja. All those members who got together to decide the important matters of the state. The unique aspect of administration of Vaji Mahajanpadas was that its administration was carried out through an assembly called Janasangha. Vaji had a form of republican government. The Vaji Mahajanpada consisted of 8 clans. Each of the 8 clans had their interdependent status, though some of the clans were more well known than the other. Buddha and Mahavira were both part of Jana and Sangha, and Buddhist books specially talk about the working of Sanghas. Many powerful Rajas tried but failed to conquer the Sangha, and although the Guptas did conquer them, it only happened much later. So here is the dateline: 500 BCE Janpadas formed, 400 BC Mahajanpadas rise to power, 300 BCE Alexander invaded India, and last one 500 AD Sangha are conquered by Gupta. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you.